The moment a couple brings a kid into the world is one of the most precious moments in life. Bex was overjoyed to have a daughter, and so was her husband, Martin. The pregnancy had gone smoothly, with every checkup ending in a clean sheet. Like other expectant couples, they had previously decorated the room and every single little aspect of their home was ready for their baby's arrival. However, things abruptly became worse in a scene that would astound hundreds of people. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. Little Willow Rose was born with her heart stopping for 8 minutes, but after 3 days of freezing and an innovative procedure at St. Michael's Hospital in Bristol, she is now a calm and content baby. The miraculous newborn girl's heart rate dropped during birthing, shocking doctors when she recovered completely after 8 minutes of lifeless breathing. When Willow Rose was born, it had completely stopped, having been delivered via emergency C-section. Her distraught parents, Bex, 37, and Martin Forrest, 44, waited to hear their baby scream as doctors tried to revive her at Gloucestershire Royal Hospital. On April 20th last year, after 8 excruciating minutes, doctors noticed a pulse. 3 minutes later, the pulse was completely formed. However, Bex and Martin had to watch as Willow, weighing 7 pounds, 8 ounces, 3.4 kilograms, was wheeled past them into the high-intensity newborn care unit and placed into an incubator. A team of experts from St. Michael's Hospital in Bristol then started cooling treatment, a novel method that involves freezing the infant for 3 days in order to prevent brain damage. 15 months after Willow was put in the refrigerated suit, which lowered her body temperature from 37 degrees Celsius to 33.5 degrees Celsius, she astonishingly recovered fully. Mother full-time. Before starting work, Bex, a senior project engineer who resides in Roxwood, Worcester, stated, "It was a perfectly healthy, normal 9 months. Even though I had to undergo a C-section since I hadn't improved for 4 days, it was expected. I was so high on drugs that I was unaware, but after 15 minutes, Willow's heart rate suddenly dropped, necessitating an emergency C-section. Unexpectedly, all these people came pouring in, and I knew something was wrong. I couldn't stop thinking, it's not her crying. What is happening? How come she doesn't cry? When they removed her from me, I comprehended. Everyone expects to hear their newborn cry during birth, and the longer they wail, the worse it gets. It was the worst sensation in the world. Martin was wonderful. He assured me everything would work out. I watched her wheeled past me into the intensive care unit, but I had no idea what was happening. I never even had a chance to touch her. She was placed in the cooling unit and, that evening, transported to St. Michael's Hospital by the expert team from Bristol, who arrived in less than an hour. However, there were no open beds, so Bex had to stay at Gloucester Hospital until April 20th, when she was finally discharged to see her daughter again. "That was excruciating," she remarked. "Even though Willow didn't yet know Martin, I urged him to accompany her to Bristol since I felt she needed someone familiar there. After 2 days, I gave up waiting and simply left the hospital because I didn't even have a boy of my own. When Martin picked me up and I finally got to spend time with Willow, it was amazing. I was able to caress her little hands even though I couldn't carry her. She cried for 4 weeks straight. She had too many tubes in her throat, so she didn't know how to cry. It's weird, but our child's wail was all we wanted to hear. She does that quite a bit now, though. After a year, Willow is remarkably steady and shows no signs of emotional or physical issues." Martin stated, "The cooling therapy is really fantastic. In essence, the harm resembles an oxygen-starved brain that is burning like a fire within the skull. It quickly cools the entire infant, stopping it from happening and preventing more injury. She was placed in a small suit that was connected to a refrigerated unit for 3 days. On the 4th day, they raised her core temperature gradually. She did a terrific job in her rehabilitation. They were informed that although she is now perfectly healthy, there is always a chance that she would experience developmental difficulties. Yes, those minutes were awful. When she was removed from the incubator, her legs were kicking in a circular motion, so I assumed she would fit. She is simply a newborn right now, very healthy. Bex finished a 70-meter zip wire challenge on Sunday, August 14th, in an effort to collect more than 1,000 pounds for the Cots for Tots charity. The organization provides a home for parents to live in across from the neonatal intensive care unit at St. Michael's Hospital, as well as equipment for preterm children. But that's not it for today. We have another tale for you. A woman claims to have been pregnant for 17 months and to have given birth to an amazing fourth kid since the birth of her first child. Although Wang Shi seems to be 8 months overdue, she maintains that carrying the baby around did not create any health problems. A woman who seems to be 17 months pregnant is requesting that physicians perform a cesarean section since, according to her, she is at least 8 months over her due date, which was meant to be last November. She allegedly became pregnant in February 2015 and visited the hospital with her partner, Kang Shi, 9 months later, in anticipation of giving birth. Her placenta was obviously undeveloped, so physicians in Hunan Province, central China, told her she was not ready to give birth. Wang was cited as stating, "My husband and I have been back to the hospital once a week since my due date, hoping to deliver the baby. We've already spent over 10,000 RMB, or around 1,156 pounds, on the examinations alone, and we can no longer stand it." Wang stated that she was physically strong and that she was not tired of carrying her unborn kid, despite the fact that she has apparently gained 25.2 kilos since becoming pregnant over 2 years ago. She did, however, admit that her protracted pregnancy contributed significantly to the stigma she faced from her friends and family. "I hope I can give birth to my baby safely and successfully next month. I feel ashamed of being pregnant for such a long time." According to reports, Wang's placenta is now a grade 2, which is related to her placenta previa problem, in which the organ stays at the bottom of the womb instead of rising and spreading to the top as the pregnancy goes on. Partial or complete covering of the uterine neck is the result of the condition, which is expected to occur in per 200 pregnancies and is categorized into 4 groups ranging from mild to significant. Wang, whose unborn kid currently weighs about 3,800 grams, was cited as stating that she will undoubtedly seek a C-section before finishing what she claims to be her 18th month of pregnancy. According to the official government certificate that she was granted, she was supposed to give birth in 2015. This gave her the legal right to bear children in China. Should her claim hold water, it might establish a record for the longest human pregnancy. It appears that Beulah Hunter, a lady born in 1945, holds the current record. Her pregnancy lasted for 375 days, which is little more than a year. I appreciate you seeing. Would you kindly like and post the video on social media? We'll return to you as soon as we can. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.